Hello, and welcome back to Salty Sunshine. It's Lisa and my co-host, Miss Natalie. Hello, Natalie.
Hello, how are you, Lisa?
I'm doing amazing. We're going to talk a reality recap. Natalie's been preparing for her delivery of the gorgeous baby she's about to bring into this world, and she's taking rest, but she's so kindly obliged to get on here and talk some shit.
Yes,
Yay!
it'll pass the time. We love talking a little bit of shit, right?
I know, and a great distraction.
Yes,
Um, there's so much going on. I mean, BravoCon.
I know. I've been seeing that. Have you seen that the Gorgas are
Yep.
reuniting with Teresa? It's
Yeah.
interesting. Mm-hmm.
Teresa was in a photo with Joe and Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder what that conversation was like. Was it like, let's just not talk about it and do whatever so we can be on some sort of TV? Or was it a real, like, listen, you can't do this shit anymore? Like, and then she's like, okay, or.
Yeah. It seems like somebody's desperate for a paycheck, but
That's what
who
it seems like to
knows?
me.
Yeah. I hope that they're because they are family, and I guess we'll find out.
I think the desperation comes on Teresa's side.
Yeah.
And I think Joe and Melissa are just because they're cool. They're just like whatever, and they're being too nice about it, in my opinion. But I don't
Yeah.
know what the conversation was. But it's definitely Teresa that's needing them.
For sure. For sure. And you know what? Just saying, I don't like the blonde hair on Teresa that much. I don't think she
Ooh,
looks that great.
no.
And she's always beautiful, but there's just something about that hair. I'm not feeling it.
I mean, everyone has their shades, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh, you should dye your hair dark because of your eye color." I'm like, you couldn't be wrong, more wrong. I
No.
look terrible with dark hair. It doesn't go with my skin. There's just whatever it is, it doesn't mesh well. Everyone has like how they look the best, and obviously Teresa is not made for blonde hair.
No.
Um, but I love seeing all the content. I think it's streaming live on Peacock. They said I'm
Oh,
not going to watch
cool.
it. I mean, I'll see what I can see, but I'm like I've been drinking coffee and watching Mormon Wives all morning.
I watched an episode yesterday. I was like, oh, we got to
I
check this
know.
out. Season
I
3.
know. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. So yeah, I've been watching that. I only saw half of an episode. I'm not even far in.
Hmm.
But also I'm really excited for the Valley Persian edition, the Shahs of Sunset
That's going
Valley.
to be so good. I forgot about that. I cannot wait.
The trailer, and I saw Reza, MJ, and what's the name? Gigi, the violent one.
Uh-huh. Yep, Gigi.
So it's only kind of
Golnessa.
them. Yeah,
So
Gonessa.
they're going to be in it, right? In the new version of this.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't see the other cast people unless they bring them later.
Okay, good. Because I like to have the older people come back. Like we need some of that. I don't know about a whole new cast, but you never know. Maybe there's a lot of, you know,
Hmm.
maybe it's going to be like, what am I thinking of? Vanderpump, like that cast was great back in the day. It's just hard to get an authentic cast
Are you gonna watch the new
nowadays.
Vanderpump? It
I
looks
don't
dumb.
know. I don't know. I'm on the fence about that.
I have no
Um,
interest. I'll give it one episode, but I'll probably
Yeah,
not like
I
it.
do the same. I'm kind of like, I'll watch a little bit of it, and usually I'm like, no, I can't do it. So we'll see.
Yeah. Also, so you're happy that Vicky received an orange to come back?
Not really.
Oh,
No,
I
I
know,
don't
me
know.
either. I'm like, if you drop them from the show, like, don't bring them. I don't know. I don't like the bringing back thing.
I don't like the bringing back. They brought back Tamara, and it's been a shit show. They
Yeah.
bring back now. They're going to bring back Vicky, and I don't know what they're doing with the next season of OC. It's I don't know. Vicky's just she's been there, done that. We've seen all the things, and there's a lot that I've liked about Vicky over the years, but it's done, like,
Yeah, and it's interesting because every time I ask the younger generation, they don't watch Bravo. They don't watch
mm-mm,
reality TV, and I think they're, this is more for like the older women that
right.
have been watching since the beginning, and also they're not interested. And I think also it has to do, they need to bring in fresh people, like younger people. I mean,
Yes.
they have the Bravo, the Vanderpump Rules is for that, and all those other shows. But I don't know, maybe they should do like a separate Housewives after party for the older people and then bring in fresh blood. I don't know.
That's kind of a good idea. I think with Housewives, and it's not about age. I'm not trying to, say that you
It's
can't
not
have
about age.
somebody.
No, I
It's
don't
not.
think so.
But think about it this way. 15 years ago, they brought on Tamara. They were all like, even Tamara, she was turning 40. She had some young kids. She really was the housewife with the marital problems, all the things. Like she was the perfect storm. And so that's what they showcase. And nowadays it's like they're all the kids are grown up. We're not really seeing, like you said, we don't see really their lives, and they're fighting about blogs and all these things that aren't really, doesn't really matter. You know, we're not really seeing their lives.
Yeah,
And
we're not
I
seeing
I
the
miss that.
housewife life.
Right. And the husbands and all the things, because we love that. We want to see, not that we
Yeah,
want them to be having marital problems, but usually that's part of it. That's part of the equation, or the kids and all the things. And it's like
yeah,
everyone is grown up, everyone's moved on, and they're just fighting about stuff that is really, it's stupid. I mean, like Gretchen and Tamara were fighting about something from 15 years ago. It
I
doesn't really
know.
matter.
We don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Why are they fighting about stuff from 20 years ago? Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Vicky's coming back, and Teresa and Joe are together, and then Schwartz announced his new love. His new love. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Good for
So
him.
he's 43 and she's 27. That's gross.
Mm, it's a little
And
young.
apparently they just started dating, and he's like, she's the love of my life. I mean, typical man. I mean, men are so delusional. It's like, oh, you've known her for 10 days and she's the love of your life. Of course, she's not the
Right.
love of your life. She's the youngest girl you can grab.
Schwartz is
Jesus.
so wishy-washy too. I just can't even see him committing, but maybe he will. Who knows?
It's so funny to me. It's just funny to me. These men, these middle-aged men and their baloney. It's like
Mm-hmm.
so silly. Yeah, but I'm enjoying watching it. It's a lot of content. I would never want to go though. I would
To
die of boredom.
BravoCon,
Yeah.
I think it would be such an ordeal. I would maybe do like one day and then do some other stuff, like go see Heather McDonald, which would be so much fun,
Oh
you
yeah, I
know?
saw her. I saw her.
Yeah.
It's so good. But the 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 people on stage, like the questions I would be bored. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to be there. It
You wouldn't
doesn't
want to
sound
be in the
fun.
audience listening to that.
No. But I don't like crowds and all that. So I'm just like not the
Yeah,
perfect
that would not be the
candidate.
place for you. I'm sure it's like it's craziness over there.
I like to watch the clips though, like what they're
Me too.
wearing. Meredith is DJing. Everyone's a DJ now. Dorinda was DJing.
Dorinda. I could see Dorinda DJing, but not Meredith. I saw a clip of that and she sucked. I mean, she has no energy and no rhythm.
Meredith,
But
she looks like she's having a ball when she's doing it, I
well,
feel.
that's good. That's good.
No. And then Lisa's her karaoke singer.
Oh, I love Lisa singing. I have to admit. Like
I
she's so
know.
there's
I
something
really
soothing about her
love
voice.
I really love that Lisa's in a black pantsuit while everyone else is dressed like a Barbie from the
Oh, is
70s.
she? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I feel like the way they dress is comical. Um yeah, a lot of them just don't have style. So I like that
Some
Lisa's
of the
like,
outfits, I know.
yeah,
I've seen them. I'm like, "Oh my God, what are we wearing?
I know. And
What
I
are we
just every
wearing?"
time I see Erica Jane, because remember she denied that she was on Ozempic when she lost all the weight. I'm like, you're such a joke. Can we please? I mean, she's like, I got a What did she say? She adjusted her hormones.
She adjusted her hormones and all of a sudden, she's a size 2. I'm like,
Right.
"Okay, Erica." But I know literally all the housewives are on Ozempic, which is fine. I mean,
Of
more
course
power
it's
to
fine,
them.
but don't
Yeah.
insult our
I
intelligence.
know. I'm like, we're not stupid. Like, come on.
Jesus. Anyways, okay. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We saw the boat from hell. Like, remember Scary Island? This is like Yacht Island.
Yes.
Scary Yacht Island.
Totally comparable. Yep.
Totally comparable. I'm almost like watching with one eye open. Like, it's very dark.
It is. It gives me anxiety watching them fight all the time. I'm just like, "Ugh, this
And I feel
is
like
a
it's
lot."
just getting more, I don't know what the word is, but you sit down to dinner and like the first thing that comes out of your mouth is some stupid rumor instead of just like, hey, how'd you like it? Did you like the boat today? Oh my God, you know what happened earlier? Like, there's no real talk.
Right.
No combos, like how'd you sleep? I don't know. It's just so weird that they go right in and then it just ruins the rest of their day. I'm like, it's just, I wish they would go back to just kind of more of actual reality. It's more fun. Like, when you listen, you put a bunch of girls together, they're going to end up annoyed about something, say a snide remark on naturally. Like, that just happens when you have a lot of girls together. So the backhanded compliment, all that's going to happen anyways. And that can lead to a little disagreement or something, but it doesn't have to be so fake, you know?
Yeah. And I think too is like on girls' trips, let's be honest, what do girls normally do? They're upset about something, but they're gonna pretend to like each other in the moment. And then eventually you know,
Yeah.
it'll lead up to a fight. But what they're doing is they're not even trying to come together or like trying to pretend a little bit and trying to connect. It's just they're going in and it's like, you said this and you did this and I'm calling you out. And it's like, okay, we want to see some fun parts. We want to see you guys try to reconnect. Like even with Lisa, just try to reconnect with her and then maybe later on bring it up in a time that she's more
Or don't
calm.
bring it up, and even just hanging out with them, something will be said that will rub someone the wrong way. Trust and believe, okay, with a group of women, something is said, especially when you start drinking. Oh, what did you mean by that? You know what I mean? Girls are like that. They're going to be
Yeah.
like, oh, are you saying this? Are you saying that? Like that happens. So just let it go naturally because you're
Yeah.
going to get annoyed. Trust me.
Have it be authentic, right? Instead of just automatically going in.
Yeah,
What do you think
it's a
about
lot.
what's her name? Gosh, I can't think of her name. Um,
Heather trying to be the
Heather.
leader of the group.
Yeah, I mean, Heather is supposedly like Lisa's really good friend, but I feel like she's really. I understand where she's coming from, but I'm like, I feel like she's beating a dead horse with it. Like, why is she trying to get Lisa to admit to all this? Does it really matter at the end of the day? You know, it
I
just.
think, I think people, I don't know if they're forgetting, but I'm not forgetting that Heather is a colossal liar. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
remember what she did with Jen Shaw and
Mm-hmm.
Black Eye and everything, and she's known to be a liar. So I kind of don't trust anything that comes out of Heather's mouth. I think she's theatrical. I think she's putting on a show. I think this
Yeah.
is the most attention she's ever had in her life, and she's had 50,000 surgeries, and she's just like going for it, and she's just not here with us. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to be Miss Counselor to everybody. And it's like, no, you need to stop. And what she did with Lisa was like, obviously she did it just for show. Because what did she think was going to happen?
Right.
Telling Lisa she's a liar and you think she's the one behind it all. What is she supposed to say? Thank you, Heather, for your input.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I feel like she's always trying to be the ringleader and she wants to have control of everything. And it's like, just try and have a good time right now. Like it. This is why Mary and Angie were like, Mary was happy to be in the room with Angie because she's like, I don't want to deal with this shit.
I know. Mary did crack me up because she's like, okay, were you where I was? Because I was there.
I
I know.
know that. Oh, when she sat down with Meredith, that was great. She's like,
Yeah. Let's get to Meredith, but real quick, going back to Heather. So that thing happened, and then the next day, Brittany she throws up overboard, and when
mm-hmm.
she gets back to the table, Brittany's off. There's something wrong with that girl.
And then
She's
she
one
took
of
a
those
shot of
girls.
tequila.
Yes, and Meredith's comment is so valid. Like, is that the best thing to do right now? Like,
Right.
you just threw up, and she's taking tequila, and then she says that about like they just right in go after like the rumors. Like, aren't you sick? Like, what are you doing?
You know who that
Like,
reminds me of is Brittany from Vanderpump too. Remember when she had all those stomach problems? She's taking shots of tequila. I'm like, is this a Brittany thing? Brittany and tequila. So
oh my
funny.
gosh,
I know.
yes. It's
I think
like
she. I kind of feel bad for Brittany too. From SLC, she's just, ugh,
I
I
feel
don't know.
bad for
She's an
Brittany.
easy target.
Such an easy target. She has zero self-awareness and she's a complete airhead.
Uh-huh.
Is she's the type of person that you shouldn't bully because she doesn't understand what's happening.
Right.
She thinks she's on par with the rest of the ladies and she's not, and it's sadder if you're being mean to her cuz she's not. I'm not going to compare it to like someone that's slow, but it's almost like comparable because she's a little different than the
Mm-hmm.
rest and she doesn't under she's not in on the joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel bad for her, but at the same time she walks into it because she's trying to do what the other girls are doing and like I don't know. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Something's off with her.
And
It
because they
really
don't
is.
respect her, they don't respect have any respect for her. And
No.
she keeps going into the lion's den knowing this and it's like not going to be okay. They go double down on her.
Yeah.
It's really sad. I felt bad for her, but at the same time I'm like you're telling her that her husband's cheating on her. What do you think she's going to do?
Right. No.
So the whole Britney thing as like tumbles to a night of horrors.
It's really. Yep.
And then apparently the next day when they get off the plane, first of all, Bronwyn and the costume wearing with whoever else, they threw her thing off, her unicorn off the boat.
I didn't see that part, so fill me in a little bit.
So they get off the plane. I mean, they get off the boat to get on the plane, and Brittany's looking everywhere for her stuffed unicorn animal. And
Hmm.
apparently, Bronwyn and whoever else dressed up with her in their stupid costumes, they threw it overboard. And then
Oh,
the boat people came and said, "Who does this belong to anyone?" She's like, "Who threw my thing overboard?" And she, again, instead of just being like, "You guys are just assholes," she's like, "But who did it? It's like, I don't know. She just takes it. She's just like not here with us. And then she's like, "I want to know who did it." And then Braun was like, "I did it. It was just a joke. I didn't mean anything bad." And everyone's like, everyone's bullying Brittany. Um, yeah. So they bullied her and threw her unicorn over. And then she showed up at BravoCon with a stupid unicorn on the red carpet.
oh my God. And so like, is that what led to them supposedly like getting mad at her on the plane or people yelling at her?
No, Meredith. So on the plane, they're in first class. And apparently, I mean, I heard someone say that they think Meredith takes pills. I wouldn't I wouldn't be shocked if that were the
Me
case.
neither.
I don't know if it's
Not at
true,
all.
but her facials and sometimes she slurs a little. I don't know. Maybe she does and it can affect her mood with the alcohol. I don't know if she does. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. But she definitely, what the story is, they're in first class. She's like pushing Brittany's chair and saying, "You better whatever." And Lisa's piling on saying, "You shouldn't have said that. You better say where that came from. You better blah, 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 blah." And pulling her hair. And apparently they were just really going after her on the plane. And Brittany
That's
was
terrible.
crying. And that's what Mary told Meredith. And Meredith's like, "You were sleeping the whole time. If that would have happened, they would have kicked me off the plane. And you were sleeping." And she's like, "Well, I was waking up and hearing you
Hmm.
scream." I don't know. How is there not one footage of that? I
That's
don't
the
know. I don't know
problem
what to
with these
believe.
fights. Yeah, we can't really decide. We can't really, we're going based off of what they're saying and we don't really know. And there's no audio either. It's like
I mean, they
we,
catch Todd on a plane looking at lingerie. They're not going to catch in coach.
out of all places, what is he doing in coach? What is with Todd? Like, okay, first of all, who wants to hook up with him?
Oh my
What?
God, stop. Someone that wants money.
Yeah, I know, but
But do
still,
they
like,
know how much he farts?
do they know? But also, how do you know he has money if he's sitting in coach on a plane? Like, what's going on there? You just don't know.
Right. Well, he's just looking at whatever he's looking at on the phone, and then
Yeah.
who was it that brought it up on the boat that he was caught kissing someone at a bar while farting?
Yeah.
I
So weird.
100% think he's cheated on Bronwyn from day one.
100. 100.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't even shocked. Notice how she didn't say, "Who's the girl? Where's the," like she didn't even
No.
question it. She's like, "For sure that he did that. Of course he did that."
This has been a put up and shut up with her, for from day one because he has so much leverage over her financially. This is the price
But
that
he
you pay.
doesn't because they don't. She doesn't have a prenup.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She said it on season one and two.
Okay.
She's like, "We don't have a prenup." And
Wow.
remember when Meredith or whoever else was like, "Oh, Heather." Heather kept telling her, "How come Todd be so stupid to not get a prenup with you?"
Yeah.
And she's
That
like, "It's
makes
none
no
of your
sense.
business." No, but they don't have a prenup, so she has leverage
Wow.
over him.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for her in that sense because
But I think it's more of a acceptance for her. You know how she's like, "I need Todd to accept me," and like she can't be a failure. And I think that's the mind game of her brain is what has leverage over her.
yeah,
Because he saved her, he did everything for her daughter. She's indebted to him forever. Like he saved
right.
her, so she cannot let him down, and she cannot let this fall apart. And I think just like when she said that whole rumor, and then she backed out of it. Remember?
Yep.
Back in the other season. I think
Hmm.
she downplayed it and now she's trying to do it again by saying she's open to an open marriage. She just needs to have a discussion with him. Like I think she's just trying to cover it up, even though this is not exactly what she wants, but she'll do whatever to kind of like make it work.
Right. I think too, she's probably at the point where she's like, I don't mind hooking up with some other people. So
I was gonna say, I'd be like,
you know what
dude,
I mean? I mean, she's young, she's hot, and Todd, I mean, them as a couple don't make sense. Maybe they made sense 15 years ago, but he's getting older and she's getting better looking, and it's just like she's in her prime still. So I'm like,
for
girl,
sure.
get you some, get you some.
She
That's,
should get divorced for sure. But at the very least, I'd be like, dude, the less you're around me, the better. Go have fun.
right?
like,
Totally agree.
like I would be so happy for you to leave.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just dresses and the dressing up of the costumes. Like, what is that about?
Oh my gosh, she's a
So
character.
weird. I
She
know.
really is.
Um, so yeah, that happened. So yeah, I don't know what to believe. I don't know if Meredith was off the rails. I mean, I don't know.
We've seen Meredith go off the rails plenty of times. So I think there's some truth to that. And this season and last season I've liked Mary, but I haven't forgotten a lot of her past, but I do think there has to be some truth to it. How long it went on and what exactly went on, we don't really know,
Yeah, maybe
especially
she did
since
it in a quieter way than what they're saying. Maybe
right.
she pulled her hair through the seat, so it wasn't like a general like. Maybe
Yeah,
it was like little things that you can't really like. The public around them didn't really notice that much.
right. But I do think Meredith has a side to her that we don't know because we've seen it. Like even when they went
Yeah.
on that trip last year and she was so out of it because she had, you know, kind of overdosed herself in a sense with the sleeping pills and then the alcohol
Mm-hmm.
and then Brittany accusing her of like throwing up and she probably was sick from all the things that she's taking. Like I definitely think there's
Brittany hasn't
some.
learned to like just stay away from her.
I know when Brittany said that I was like, girl, that is not the thing you want to say. Like that is not something you want to bring up. Like just keep it to yourself. But
Yeah.
maybe Brittany will. Well, Brittany, like we said, we don't really understand her. She's kind of in a different
My
realm.
husband, your boyfriend doesn't want nothing to do with you.
When Meredith gets mad, it is so comical. I'm just like the old lady comes out in her. You're just like,
No, but her speech is so like the words are so
it's
like
so
drawn
weird.
out and short and like long and slow.
Yes, it is so weird. I'm like, I don't know. She's
You are
just,
excused.
yeah, what is that? It's the pills talking. It's the pills, I'm telling you.
It might be. I don't want to say it is because
I
then
know
you
you don't want to accuse anyone. I totally get it. I get that. But like, we're just speculating, we're just we're analyzing. We're thinking, something's off here.
okay, what about Whitney saying, you know, talking to Bronwyn saying, I'm so down to have an open marriage when my kids leave.
She Okay, I'm not surprised by Whitney, but I'm also like, what is it? Because she said, "Oh, I'm down to do that," and she's like, "But everything," and then she backpedals and does this like, "But that's not what we do," and da da da. Like she's trying to
She's
say,
like, let's be clear, I haven't done it yet. I'm just looking
right.
forward to it.
And I'm thinking to myself, bullshit. Like she
Yeah.
definitely has done that. I think her and her husband have an open marriage, and they have for a long time,
I hate when
100%.
people blame the kids. It's like it's not okay if you do it later either. It's gonna embarrass them either way. Like, what do you? Why is you know?
Is that what she said about the kids?
Yeah, she's waiting for them to like get out of the house and then she can do this
So they can know even
lifestyle.
more? I mean, come on, kids are not.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's so stupid. Like what? I don't
I
know
guess
why
you have
people would
I
want to
guess
do
you
that.
have more time to do the swinging and do all that, but still it's like your kids are going to figure that out. I mean, people talk in towns and things, come
Having
on.
sex with more than one person is like a no for me. Like even one person is too much. Thinking about that, I'm like, oh please.
I listen, I agree with you. I think it's so much work. I don't understand, but she seems like somebody that's just like a nymphomaniac and I'm like, "All right, but I
Is
know it
she,
seems
or she's just like
exhausting."
insecure? I don't think her husband fulfills her. I mean, she talks all the time about how they're so disconnected. He
Yep.
doesn't like listen to her. He doesn't see how like. I think that's what's missing, and you're not going to get that by just having multiple partners
No.
type of
Nope.
thing. And that's what Bronwyn has too. She
Yeah.
probably feels alone in that house with him, and they don't really connect. There's a special connection what you have with your partner that you should have that fulfills you, and it has nothing to do
Right.
with sex.
And I think it kind of goes back to your thing where, the age gap eventually catches up to you.
Oh yeah.
And so I see that with Bronwyn and Whitney. And it's not that like, I'm not saying that an age, you can't have a big age gap and things work, but obviously it's just the evolution of people. Like, you know, men get older, and even women, women get older, and it's like things just change. So I see these young, hot women, and I think they want to, you know, really be still having sex with their husbands
But
and
you
connecting with
can't
them. And
help but have a father-daughter dynamic. I'm sorry. You just,
exactly,
especially look,
exactly.
15 years, you're probably on the cusp and you can make it, and it's probably, you could be good. But more than that, you can't help but have a father-daughter
Yeah,
dynamic.
I think 10 years max. I really do. I think, you know, and I think too, because once they start getting older, like Bronwyn, like I said, Bronwyn and her husband were probably fine, you know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but now it's just like it's
Yeah.
changed so
Yeah.
much.
They get grumpier.
Hmm. Yeah, they just become old, you
They
know,
get
and
the dad bod.
yeah, the dad bod, the hormones have left the building, so they're just the drive's not there, and you know.
Wait, let's talk about the funniest part for me. So Heather saying that she hooked up with the captain on the boat and then telling Brittany, go for it. Like we had no chemistry. Like she was like pushing her to go for it after telling her they like had sex. So like we didn't have any chemistry, but you go for it, go for it. I'm like, ew,
Hmm.
that's so icky. Oh my gosh. Um, I wouldn't want to hook up with like that's just weird. Like you don't have sex with someone and then push them on your friend.
Yeah, so she definitely hooked up with the captain, right? Heather
But
did.
he's denying it.
Yeah, something's weird there.
Maybe she thought she hooked up.
That's just Heather for you too. She's like so into like this hookup culture, and she's like, "Oh, you know, I'm over here doing all the things," and he's probably like, no, that was just a drunken night, and there was nothing going
Maybe
on."
she threw herself on him and he
Possibly.
had to like simmer down and she was so drunk she thought something happened.
Yep. What
He's
I didn't.
at BravoCon saying it did not happen.
Oh wow, interesting. He's
It's
denying the
so
Heather
embarrassing
hookup.
for her.
What I didn't like is when they were like saying that Brittany was throwing herself on him, and I'm like, you could clearly see the conversation. Like she was like, "Oh, you should give me a tour," or, you know, she was just like casually talking to him, and I'm like, I don't like how they are building this narrative with Brittany that she's like, you
Well,
know,
she was
doing
definitely
some.
trying to get him to pay attention to her.
Yeah, I mean, she was, but I think she was also just trying to make talk with some. You know, he was just there, and she's talking to
No,
him.
she was into him and she was trying to get some
You
time
think?
alone with him.
See, I didn't get that vibe. I didn't get
Oh,
that
for
vibe.
sure. She was just doing it in a nicer way than Heather would do, you know?
Yeah, Heather's aggressive. She's very
Heather is
aggressive.
what I would never wish upon myself. When women get older and they think they have this sexual freedom, it's not a cute look. It's like put that away, okay? Like if the guy likes you and pursues you, like have fun, but like he needs to be pursuing you and you need to stop being the
Yeah.
aggressor because it's icky looking.
It's a lot of masculine energy from her.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what I
like it.
get.
I get secondhand embarrassment
Hmm.
for her. Okay, that's it for OC, I think. Oh, Mary, they have a documentary coming out about her fraudulent church.
That's gonna be great. Yeah.
They asked her about it at BravoCon, and she's like, "What I have to say about it is it's sad. It's untrue and sad." So she's just like, whatever. You know, she doesn't talk to her mom.
Yeah. I think that's probably for the
Yeah,
best.
that's messy, messy, messy.
I feel bad for Mary in some ways. Like I don't know you know, we don't know everything that's gone on there, and I'm sure she's done some really shady shit, but I don't know. I feel bad about her son, and I think her life has kind of, you know, crumbled a bit over
I
the
think the
years.
Mary that came on the show is different than the Mary now, and I do
Yeah.
think her world has imploded, and I think she's woken up
Yep.
to it, and that's why you see a different Mary now that's more likable than before, and a more awake Mary and a more like conscientious Mary. But at the same time, she's not going to be honest about
No.
what happened. You know?
No, and why would she? You know, she's not going to let all the skeletons out of the closet, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot for her because she's still like processing it. She was thrown into this world that's it's
Right.
weird, and she's like, I don't know how to explain this. This is nuts.
You kind of feel bad for her. I mean, you know, your mother marries you off to who was it she married to her, or it was
Her
her
mother didn't marry her off. Her mother didn't
it was
want
her
her to be with
grandma,
that guy.
right? Her
No, it was the guy lying, saying that's what the grandma wanted.
okay. And
It
that
was
was the mother's dad.
the
I mean, the
predator
mother's
husband.
husband, right?
The mom, so her mom and her stepfather that are married
Mhm.
didn't want that. They wanted to take over the church of her mother and the step grandfather came in and is the one that spearheaded this whole, this is the grandmother's wishes, because he wanted to be head of the church and be with some young hot ass.
Wow.
And he's the one that did all that.
Yeah. You kind of feel bad for Mary, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mary
Yep.
got thrown into this world as a young, when you're young, you don't know what's going on. I don't care. I will
You
die on that
don't.
hill.
100%. And you're not, you know, your brain's not developed. You don't know. And you're just going into things, or you're forced
Yeah,
into
you have
something.
no idea. You don't think things through. You don't
Mm-hmm.
see the big picture and you just do stuff. So she was thrown into this world and she is waking up now in her
Yeah.
late age saying, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And hating her life. Like she doesn't want to be with that guy. He's not even
Mm-mm.
around. Where is he?
I know. What happened to him?
I know they don't bring him up. I don't know. Okay, Real Housewives of OC. The reunion. I think is that the last one or is there another one?
That was the last one. There might be a third. I'm not sure that's coming up, but
Well, I thought it was interesting. Katie's there.
yeah.
And I thought it was interesting that Katie's husband shows up and he's kind of pissed that Slade and Ryan didn't show up to
Uh-huh.
say the truth. They couldn't face him. So he's sitting there and Gretchen was so annoying. She kept chiming in. Like, that's not what happened. It's like, you weren't there. Shut up.
Yeah.
And then he's like, this is what happened. This is what he told me. She's like, no, that's not true. That's not true. Anyways, who do you believe?
Well, I didn't see a lot of this. I saw some clips of it. So you'll have to fill me in a little bit. But are we talking about the conversation that they
At the
had
dinner.
at the dinner? Yeah.
So Katie's husband saying that uh Slade called him and
Yeah.
said all this stuff and then text him as well, hold the line, all this stuff, and Gretchen's chiming in every 5 minutes. That's not what he said. And he's like, how do you know? You weren't part of the conversation. She's like, that's what he told me. It's like, of course that's what he told you, but I'm part of the conversation, not you. And
Right.
it's in text. He's like, I have it in text message. Like, what are you talking about? I have the proof. And
Yeah.
then he's like, and we had a conversation. He called me and told me all this stuff. And so she's just like kind of saying that's not true. And then Gretchen said at that dinner that what's Katie's husband's name?
I forget his name.
Well, Katie's husband said at the dinner, according to Gretchen, that he always knew that Eddie was gay from day one.
Oh, wow.
And then Tam was like, see, this is always
So Slade said that about Eddie, or was it
Katie's
Katie's
husband.
husband? Oh
He's
my
like, from the
God.
moment I met him, I knew he was gay. She's like, oh,
Uh,
you want to talk shit? You want to talk about what else was said at the dinner?
oh my God. I
Poor
100.
Eddie.
I know,
Do you
poor
think he's
Eddie
gay?
with the gay rumor. I don't listen. I don't think Eddie's gay. I really don't. But
They would explain how he's with Tamara. Like he
I
has a separate
know.
life, and he's like, I don't give a shit. She's crazy.
That's true. I mean, and if he is, okay, fine. He might be bi. Maybe Eddie's bi, but I think he likes women. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't get the gay vibe from
I
him.
don't get the gay vibe from him. I just think that he's somebody that, has kind of like he just doesn't want to be involved in the
He's
drama
soft
and
spoken. He's out of the
yeah.
drama. He doesn't. He's not like a masculine.
Yeah.
So that's maybe why they think that.
I don't know. Something's weird. But anyways, going back to them, I think okay, I do think Katie is a liar at times. I think she's lied about a lot of things. And the problem is she's not somebody that's very credible, but I feel like she's telling the truth about what Gretchen said. And we've seen Gretchen on the show say that she went to the hospital the next day. She said it to Tamara's face. So I
Wait a
100
second. So your theory, if you think Katie's saying the truth about that, then you think Jen is a liar because Jen says also that that wasn't said, and Jen was at the dinner.
yeah, I think Jen either just doesn't remember that it was said or I don't know, she's something's weird there because I feel like you know how conversations can go too, where like you're talking to somebody at the dinner table,
Sure.
you're bringing something up, and maybe that person's not even paying attention, or they
Mm-hmm.
went to the bathroom, or they're drinking their drink, or they're sidetracked. I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, something's off with Jen about the situation. I don't know why she didn't stick up for Katie in
Yep.
this moment. And maybe it's because Katie's been lying about so many things and it's
I
just
think they brought up other things Katie said that didn't make sense, and that's what made Jen think like, wait, why
hmm
does she lie so much? Like, what's going on?
and Jen, even, she's a people pleaser. She's somebody that I think sometimes will go with the crowd too. Like I don't really see her like standing up for something. We see that. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
she
but
should
she's
have
found her
had
voice a little bit more. Like she's
a
standing up
little
for
bit, a little bit this season, yeah. And it's probably going to increase as the time goes on. But like, I feel like she should have said, Katie has lied about a lot of things, but I do recall her saying this. She should have 100% that, but maybe she didn't. We don't really know. Again, it's not something that aired, and we need we need these fights, or we need
how
these conversations to be on air.
how Katie wants to still be on the show is like beyond me. Like
Yeah.
you don't get along. You don't have one friend there. Like why would you want to be on the show?
Who is she friends with?
She doesn't have. Everyone thinks she's the biggest liar.
Yeah.
So they don't. Oh, and then she blamed Jen. She's like, you messed with my paycheck. Like I couldn't be on the show all these episodes because of you not believing me and sticking up for me. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah. I saw
And
that
Jen's like,
part.
you can't blame me for that. Like what?
Yeah. That's not something Jen did to her. Uh-uh.
Yeah, she said that. So it's like, what? That's a weird thought process.
Katie has lied about a lot of things, and she did put herself in this position. So even though I'm saying that Katie probably is telling the truth about what Gretchen said, I still think that she dug her grave, and she's, she's going to have
Katie has
to stay
been
there.
from the beginning. The first episode, going after Heather with that fake room. It's like so that she's just like you said. She dug her path. She dug her
Mm-hmm.
grave. Now lay in it. Like your whole plan backfired on you, and you only have yourself to blame. You've done nothing. And her publicist that she fired or he quit. He was on that podcast saying how much she lied and how much she backstabbed him. Like I just even though she may tell the truth sometimes, overall she's just not to be trusted.
Right. And I
That's what I think.
100% agree with that. So I think her being fired is totally, you know, something that, or I don't know if she's fired, but her not coming back. I mean, like you said, she has no friends. There's no loyalty there, and nobody trusts her. But I do think Gretchen and Slade are lying, and I think that they have a side to them that's very dark.
Yeah,
So
for sure. And what do you think of Tamara being friends with Vicky again? Didn't Vicky say the worst? They said the worst things about each other.
this is where I'm like, why are we bringing? I think she's okay. I think she's being kind of like Teresa, where it's like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna find an ally in Vicky because, and she's done this over the years. She's done
and
it.
because she's coming back on the show.
Yeah, Vicky's coming back on the show, so she wants back on the show. So what is she gonna do? Okay, now we're friends again. And she's tried to do it with Shannon, but we've seen this over the years with Tamara too, with the friendships where she does this back and forth, and it's very forced and fake. And there's so many issues there. It's never going to work. But you know, here they are. They're desperate for the paycheck. So
Yeah.
that's where we're
What do
at.
you think? Do you think Tamara's in love with Ryan? I think Tamra, the way she talks to Jen, like if you really think about it from the beginning, Jen has been nothing but lovely and nice, and she's been so forgiving. She's like, "All right, I'll give you a 10th chance, no problem." Like she's just never been really nasty back to Tamra, and her vitriol for Jen and all the rumors that she said and her wanting to be her and blah blah blah. I think she's just like in love with Ryan
You know what? You
or
could be right.
jealous.
I think she's jealous, and I think she's been jealous of a lot of these girls, and it shows. She's so like hateful and spiteful, and you're so right because Jen is that person that you can't really be mad at. Like she's that
Yeah,
type of girl that you're like, when you're around her, she's gonna make you feel comfortable, and she's gonna compliment you, and she's gonna be happy. And this whole like she's trying to be me, I don't believe that at all. I don't.
no,
Maybe I do feel like people that go on these shows are thirsty for attention. There's a type of person, and I think Jen fits that mold too because there is a side to her, even though she's very sweet and loving. They all have that. So maybe she was, but it sounded like she was friends with Tamara for a long time prior to this. And it wasn't just like this, oh, I'm going to go to Tamara's gym and try and get on Housewives. You know what I mean? Like, I think there was years of friendship and also other friends involved. Like, there was
yeah.
authentic friendships going on. So I just don't, I think Tamara's building this narrative about Jen. She's trying to tear her down.
I
And
think Jen and her were friends, like genuine friends, and she's like, "Oh, you'll be great for the show, whatever." But I think the way the public received her, and then how Ryan supposedly flirted with Tamara first and she thought she was hot shit, but then now he's like really, and he's a playboy. And she's like, wait, he can't, what does he see in Jen that he's turning away around his playboyness? And she's probably so jealous that just Jen is like some dumb airhead that got divorced, cheated on her husband, doesn't have a career, doesn't make money. And she probably wants her to be like that underdog that just is like, oh my God, help me.
Yep.
And she kind of got it all together with Ryan. And she's probably like, wait, why is this happening? Like,
Yep.
I think she just got jealous, and she has a better body than me. Like she works out more. She has whatever. I
She's
don't know.
younger. Well, think about it this way too. Tamara had a terrible divorce with Simon. She's had so many issues with her children over it, where a couple of the kids weren't talking to Simon. Her daughter is completely estranged from her. And so then you see Jen, who has this beautiful, kind, sweet daughter that just loves her so much. And all of her kids have pretty much stayed close to her. And I think Tamara's also extremely jealous of the
Yeah.
divorce that Jen is going through too, because she had such a terrible experience with Simon and all that. I mean, to this day, she hasn't reconciled with her oldest daughter. I mean, that's devastating. So I think there's a lot of issues with, and you see it because it comes out. She has this like anger and this resentment, and it's just
Well,
like,
we didn't talk about what Tamara did at the end of the episode, the season finale. They're on vacation, having a grand old time. She makes up with whoever, and then she brings up this whole with Gretchen. She half makes up with Gretchen, calls a truce, and then shows all those supposedly Gretchen liking all the gay stuff,
yeah,
anti-gay stuff. It's like, why would she do that?
I know. And
That was
who
insane.
That
She
was
needs to be
crazy.
fired over that, I
And I
feel.
don't I don't know what happened there. Like, I don't know if that's true. Maybe it is. But
They're
yeah,
saying that she's behind it all and she faked all the stuff in the pages, and that even though Gretchen might have actually liked some of the stuff, like the stuff is gone, there's no proof. It's just weird.
yeah. And that's the stuff that we don't care about, right? We're like, we don't know. We're not seeing that in real time. And then uh, there's so many things out there when it comes to the internet and being online. And it's just like, how
And
can we
she's
really?
holding it for like a year. Like,
I
what is
know.
happening? What are you
So
doing?
weird. I'm so done with Tamara. Like,
Can you imagine me
sometimes,
on the show? I would be like, can I have one fucking dinner without
right?
like,
You would be
can
that
I
person.
finish my meatballs?
You'd be leaving. We would leave and be like, let's go down the street and go grab a drink somewhere. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
let's
deal with
go
these
party.
bitches.
I'm over this. Like,
Let's
this
go
is
to the
so
club. We
boring.
cannot deal with these girls.
You're boring me, bitch. You're boring me. That would be such like a clip.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
boring me, bitch, and then they'll make it a song. You're boring.
Who was it that was saying that to Meredith? Was it Mary? She's like, you're
Mary was
boring.
saying that to
See,
Meredith.
that's the side of Mary I love. She's like, you're boring. Go away. And I'm like, she is boring, Mary. Tell her.
Can you imagine though talking to someone that says that to you? Like, why are you meeting her for lunch then after? Like, I wouldn't
I
talk to someone
know.
that called me that.
Oh, I know.
So funny. Emily saying that her husband's all over her, that Shane's all over her. I almost died.
Oh,
Remember
Shane's
that?
not all over anything. Sorry.
She's like, because they were talking about how do you keep the magic or something about marriage. And like Heather was saying, I don't remember. And then Emily's like, oh yeah, you just go through different phases. Like Shane can't take his hands off of me. You don't
Mm-hmm.
remember her saying that?
No, I didn't see
I
that
was like,
part.
sure he can't.
I'm like, mm-hmm. I don't believe you. Emily looks different too. I feel like she's always doing something different to her face.
She's the Heather of OC.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but Heather Dubrow was like, oh yeah, cowgirl. I'm like, ill, stop.
Oh my gosh, I know. I don't even want to picture that.
No, her and Terry I love, but so
Mm-mm.
cute. It was so cute. All right. Did Shannon have a lisp in your opinion at the reunion?
I didn't really notice that. I feel like Shannon wasn't talking that much, but maybe
I
I'm
think
just,
she has a lisp because she did something to her teeth.
oh, that's what happens, especially with like the fillers or different things. Sometimes
I'm like, why are
something
you
goes
talking
on.
like that? She
Did she
had a
get new
lisp.
teeth? Did she get new
I don't
teeth?
know. I don't know,
Okay.
but it would explain the lisp I heard.
Yeah. You know what they do? They always do a little something, a little tweak before they go on the reunions. Somebody
I don't
said
know.
Emily had a chin implant, and I couldn't really tell, but I was like, maybe.
Emily has to stop with the wig, all that hair. It's
Oh
like a
my
lot of hair.
God. It looks
It's
like
like too
pageant
much.
hair.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the veneers and the lisp thing and
Oh,
Emily's hair, like the veneers I feel like enter the room before the person does.
100%. I'm so over that look. Also, why
I
don't they
am.
make the veneers a little bit smaller for people? Like fit the teeth, but maybe it's
You
just
know who has
difficult.
veneers that don't look bad? Alex Earl.
Oh, okay, yeah, she looks good. She's had some work done and she looks really good. I
I
saw
think
like
she
a
chipped a
before of
tooth
her.
or something, and then they decided to do just the front teeth. But they did a really good job on her. But most of them are very over, like they're very overbearing.
Yeah, they really are. And you know what? I like the idea of veneers. Like I've always wanted a little bit bigger teeth, but the fact that they literally shave down your real teeth,
Like there's no reversing it. Yeah.
right, that scares a shit out of me. And I
Yeah.
think the maintenance of them is difficult and the cleanings and like
I
it's
think I've
not
heard people say that your breath smells because of them.
probably. I mean, I just think it's so unnatural that I'm like, I don't think I'll ever do that unless I absolutely have to. Like you said, like you chip a tooth and you decide to do maybe a
But they
few of them
kind of
in
look
front.
like dentures.
They do, 100%.
Like it makes me think of an old man. They just don't look pretty.
No, no.
They're very harsh looking. I don't like them. And they're too white. There is such a thing as too white.
Oh, yeah. Way too white.
They're like a coffee table white. Like,
I know. It's so true.
oh my God. Brittany at BravoCon said that she's single again, even though she was like dating some guy. I'm like, my first thought was like, he thought you were a loser for quitting on day one of Special Forces.
Oh, Brittany
Yeah.
Cartwright. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
know.
funny.
I could not see her doing special forces. I'm like, homegirl has not worked out probably a day in her life. So,
Didn't even try. It was like so weak. Anyways, all right. That's all we have. We'll enjoy the rest of BravoCon and
yep.
catch up next time. That's
All
it for Reality
right.
Recap. Bye.
Bye.